Hey guys, welcome back to Absolute Football, and we are back with a DStv Premiership game between AmaZulu and Kaizer Chiefs. One famous poet once said, defeat has many orphans. AmaZulu and Kaizer Chiefs would be roommates at that orphanage. 1 win in 10 for Chiefs and 2 wins in 10 for AmaZulu, both lacking in form and consistency. A few changes from both sides. Masilela and Sitewe were replaced by Malepe and Memela. Chiefs had Manyama, Ngobo, Cardoso and Shanti replaced by Parker, Nange, Dube and Ngobo. On paper, Chiefs looked to be set up in a 4-3-3 formation, and AmaZulu in what would switch up between a 4-2-3-1 and a 4-1-4-1 formation. But before we break it down, kindly hit the subscribe button if you've not subscribed to Absolute Football and help us get to 1,000 subscribers. Baxter deployed reigning defender of the season at the base of the midfield three. He would drop deep in between the two centre-backs during the build-up phase. In some instances, Akpe would be the one to form a three in the build-up as Ngobo occupied the space in front of AmaZulu's first line of pressure. Ngobo drops in between the two centre-backs who spread wide to 10 or create a 3v2 against AmaZulu's first line of pressure. AmaZulu aggressively pressed Dube, who has to go long as there are no vertical passing options. The 4-1-4-1 from AmaZulu meant that even though Ngobo would occupy the space ahead of the first line of pressure, he had no angles to progress forward, but rather pass back to build again. 2 men now between the two lines of the AmaZulu pressure. No angle to play a progressive pass, and Chiefs go build up again through Akpe, who then goes long in search of Parker or Billiat. Dube's natural ability as a left-footed centre-back opened an angle to play to. Frosler would then receive and bypass the AmaZulu pressure and get Chiefs in the AmaZulu half. The pass to Parker ends up holding up the attack, and the ball goes back as AmaZulu now recover and return back to shape. Dube attacking the space ahead of him to unlock and make a line-breaking pass to Billiat between the lines. One of the positives for Chiefs in this game has to be Patuchezo Nange in the center of the midfield. Very, very smart player. Here he checks back to distract Buchanan, who's tracking Dolly as Billiat makes a run to the penalty box. Buchanan takes a nap and loses his man in the process. Dolly ghosts in behind and is then played in by Billiat. Again, Nange already knows what he'll do upon receiving the pass. He plays it to Frosler, who's attacking the space in front of him on the wide channel. Frosler has 2 glorious options. Play it in the area between the goalkeeper and the striker, and may the best man win. Or cut it back for a player at the edge of the box, or zone 14 for the technocrats. Nange is 2 moves ahead already. He controls the ball and plays a pass between the lines to Parker, while on the move after making the pass. AmaZulu would have Buchanan drop deep, either between the 2 centre-backs or besides one of them during the build-ups. This would allow Oki or Kumalo to pick a pass in between the lines. Maduna and Memela were the recipients of these passes. They would occupy the half spaces on either side of the 2 8s, Nange and Alexander. When marked, Buchanan or Makaula would change position, pulling one of the midfielders out of that vacated position and in turn create a vertical passing lane. Once Memela received between the lines, he'd easily turn Ngobo, who would be too tight on him, leaving him for dead as he's not a player made for hard running and tackling. Vertical passes assist in progressing the team high up the pitch better than horizontally. AmaZulu were able to create and make these vertical passes on more occasions than Chiefs. What then went wrong on the Memela goal? The build-up was forced as Chiefs had to go long due to the AmaZulu press. The centre-backs were wide, very wide and far apart. A very, very risky move. AmaZulu win the aerial duel and Chiefs are caught flat-footed. Both fullbacks caught high up and too late to recover. Dube isolated and Memela calmly slots home. Both teams didn't create a lot of clear-cut chances to claim all 3 points. Both still struggling for form and consistency. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Till next time, cheers guys.
My colleagues, Sabazaliba.